Hey there, and how are you today? My name is Carla. I'm an adult doll collector, and you're in my hangout. And today we are in the candy store because I thought it'd be an appropriate place to open up a couple of these. So this is the MGA Miniverse Make It Mini Halloween, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure which series. Is it 3? I think it's series 3, right? Maybe 4. But anyway, and it has 4 recipes. And if you want to order them, here's the UPC. So you can have, there's a chance of pumpkins, or you can make a scary house, some drinks, or that thing. I hope I don't get that thing. But we won't know until we open it up. So let's get opening it up. Okay, here we go. And this seems to be wrapped 3 times. I guess they want to really make sure people can't cheat to find their things that they're looking for, huh? All right, and so first off the hop, it looks like we get the scary gingerbread house, which I was really wanting. I was definitely looking forward to it. So let's open it up and see what we have. Okay, so mine came with 4 instruction booklets in quite a few languages. Wow. So when you open these up, this one is English, French, Spanish, and Dutch. Yep, and Dutch. Okay. So, and it gives some tips on how to safely handle the resin, how to clean up from it, and some ideas on how to make your little things. So it's handy if you're new to working with resin. Of course, it comes in this thing, and we have that. So we're going to open up this. The ones that it looks like it has utensils, will probably have utensils. So this one should have, what will it have in it? All right, we have a bat top, and that goes on here. Here we go. Then we have a black table leg, and look at the top of the table. I love that, the bats. So now if you didn't have a UV light and you want to set your thing, you would take the table and see this. You would put it down in there. You would put your creation on top, put that on, and then put it in the windowsill for however minutes it calls for. But since I have a UV light, I will not be using this. But I do think the bat's really cool. I do. What else we have in these utensils was a little spatula and the tongs. We have the collector's guide, which is Miniverse Make It Mini Halloween. And it shows you eventually, when I open it, there we go, the 4 things that you could possibly get. So on the first page, we have the haunted house, which is what we open, which is what we're going to be building right off. And then we have the monster drinks, and they look pretty cool too. And both of them show you how to do it. And on the back, we have some pumpkins, which we opened up the other day. And then that Beetlejuice hand thing, which, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't care if I ever get it, all right? Let's see what all we have in here. So chill out. So it's probably the resin. The resin is usually in the ones that mentioned being kept cool. So, and in here, indeed, we do have some glaze. And we have a black nozzle. Excellent. Okay, good start. I love that. The little thing you're going to put the house on. I like that. Bye. Super cool. So clever. Okay, and in here we have, what do we have? Okay, we have some assorted spooky candies. What kind of assorted spooky candies? So we have some, let's see, some bones, it looks like. Some, what are those, little bats? I think those are little bats. And little spiders. Well, I think that qualifies as spooky. And then here's the tissue paper that came in these, which I really like. And I save I always save some of the tissue paper. I've been saving some of the tissue paper of every series of mini-verse I've been opening up. I don't know why, but I just like to save them. I don't save all of them, but I always save at least one. And then in here, this will be the house. That we'll be putting together. Too cool. I'm looking forward to that. However, before we put this together, let's open the other capsule. Okay, so this time we have this table. Oh, I like that too. And yes, I also have saved one of all the special ones for the holiday ones and things. I've saved one table of each type as well. I don't know why. I don't know what I'll ever do with them, but they amuse me so much, so I keep them. So anyway, we have this table. We have, oh, look at that serving tray. I like that. And some monster eyes. Woo, okay. More tongs. Oh, look at that glass. A monster glass. It's a monster glass. Sorry. Too cool. All right. Very happy with that. Oh, and here's another one. They're two different sizes. Oh, I love glassware. We have a bag of ice. We have some juice. Monster punch. Sounds delicious if you're a monster. We have a pink nozzle. We have some more eyeballs. Okay. And of course another one of these booklets. That's what we have in there. And now, because I had already done the pumpkins in another video, and there are only two, I did find another series because I wanted some more candy for the candy shop. Be right back. So my daughter found some of these meandering around our local store, and so she picked this up and she sent home 6 of his friends. Now if we have any doubles, I probably won't make any doubles, but still. And here's the UPC, and this is Miniverse Make It Mini Treats from Old Fashioned Candies that we recognize, right? We grew up with these. I was very excited about this series. So, I already, though, pre-opened them, but my memory's mush, so I seriously don't remember what's in them. But I did pre-open these, and I remember trying to see if there were any pinpricks anywhere on here. Because, you know, sometimes there are. But, yeah, even through the camera, I'm not seeing any pinpricks. So, at least the series that I have available to me, I can't differentiate them with the pinpricks. Now, if I was wise and went in with a scale, that would probably help. So anyway, so the capsule itself is this nice hot pink, which is super cool. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. All right. And look at that. When you open it up, it looks like it's a vending machine, right? So we have these things in here and this. And is there this? Does it? It does open up. Cool. And then So this folds down and you bring out whatever that is. And this pulls out. Okay, so let's see what we have. But isn't that neat? That is just wicked cool. I mean, too cool. So here is an instruction guide. In English, French, and Spanish. So here's the English. So there isn't a whole lot to it, I guess, with this. But still, it's handy to have one. And then this is the Miniverse Make It Mini Treats Series 1. And there are 12 to collect. So you have Pez, the Pops. You have 2 different things from Peeps. Okay. Mike and Ike's, Hot Tamales, Chupa Chups, Icy. By the way, I still love these things. Jolly Ranchers, Twizzler, Ring Pops, and Bazooka. Now, true story, when my middle son, when he had one of his birthdays, I used to put on birthday parties for my kids, okay? And the cakes were always, well, I had to G him up. And so I did make him a cake that was round. And I actually used Twizzlers to go around the outside, but I made it to look like a drum. But I remember using Twizzlers on a cake, yep. So what I'm hoping to get is, I would really like this. I'd kind of like those. I have a thing about the cupcakes. Anything that comes on a stand, I seem to want. Go figure. That Peeps drink looks like it would be cool. Well, once again, those would be kind of cool. I definitely want that. That could be fun. That, I love anything that's ice cream based. But I'm going to be honest, I'll be happy with any of them. So let's see what we have. And there's no table. Okay. So we have this guy. So I think that means I've got the icy drink. Because that looks like, isn't that the icy guy? I think it is. So, and we have some shaved ice. What's in here? So in here we have a straw. We have a spoon. And of course, the ever, present tongs. And then we have some, what is this? Okay, oh, isn't that cool? All right, yep, it's the icy thing. It says icy. Awesome. I could definitely get a few of these because then you can make a few different flavors, the blueberry and the raspberry, and I'm getting ahead of myself. I'd love to get more flavors of those. Okay, and so in here, and I love how they have the names of Peeps, Mike and Ike's, and everything. So this has got to be the resin bin. And so for this one, we've got blue raspberry. Yep, and so that was the bear. And a blue nozzle. Okay, I got one of the ones I really wanted, so I'm already happy. But we have more to open. This is future me, like after I've made everything else. Letting you know that if you do taking the time to like a video really helps the algorithm. And so if you like what I'm making and you want to see more of it, just go ahead and hit that like, right? It's in here somewhere, I think, right? It's a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that. It helps me out a lot. Okay, now on with the video. Okay, so in this one we have, apparently it's Jolly Ranchers. And I guess these are wrappers. Okay. Then we have some Jolly Rancher stuff. Another bag of ice. Then we have 2 things of coloring. One is blue and the other one is red. We have 2 placemat things. We have some fruits, some cherries and raspberries. All right. And what's in here? Oh, those look neat. Look at that. These are cups, glasses. They look like giant way too cool. So we have a blue one and we have a red one. I like those. Oops, and I just found these. Little Jolly Rancher candies. I guess you're supposed to wrap those. Too cool. This must be the Chupa Chups, because we have this little stand. Okay. We have some little stickers. Okay. Got some stickers. Not sure what those are for. Of course, the tongs. We have spatula. We have the cupcakes. Okay, so oh, I like those. We have the resin. This time it's frosting. Okay. And look, a pail of Chupa Chups. Oh my goodness. And they come in different colors. They're not all the same color. I like that. These were really cheap to get when I was a kid. And so I have bought more than my share, probably, of Chupa Chups. Okay, so I'm excited to get this. Let's check out the next one. Okay, so this time we have... Okay, it's the Peeps one. We have some Peeps marshmallow. All right. A yellow nozzle. Tongs. Look at that straw. That is awesome. I love that straw. We have some jimmies that look like little bunnies. Too cute. Oh my goodness. And oh my goodness, some little Peeps, really? Now, I'm going to admit, when I was a kid, I ate them. But when I was a kid, I was always hungry as a kid. As an adult, though, I find them too sweet. However, I still think they look wicked cool. So here's some little bunny Peeps. And then we have some Peeps whipped cream. Okay, what does Peeps whipped cream look like? Okay, little small whipped cream things, all right. And a buddy cup, all right. Oh my goodness. Okay, I could handle getting more of these as well. Okay, I love this. I could get more of those and not be in the slightest upset about that. Okay, so far I'm having a blast just opening these up. So let's move on to the next thing. Okay, and then there's this one, and judging from this, it's one that I was really wanting. So let's pull everything out. Okay. And this, if it does come out, like mine did, you just slide it back in. Like so. And there you go. Alrighty. So this, I'm pretty sure this is a Tootsie Pop one. So let's see, what do we get in here? We have the owl. How many of you actually tried to see how many licks it would take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? And did you ever succeed? I never succeeded. I would start out with the intent, but then you get distracted and all of a sudden, chomp. And that's all she wrote for the pop. So, and anyway, here's the inside. I love this. Too cool, too cool. And I love this box too. It'd be good for the candy store. All right, so we have this. Do we have anything in here that we need? Let's see. Okay, we have a straw, tongs. What's in here? Here we have, oh, okay, the tray, Tootsie Roll. I love that. So I guess it goes on there. Yep. And what's in here? Here we have the, Tootsie Pops whipped cream. Okay, it just looks like whipped cream, but still cool. This will probably be resin that also. Oh, Tootsie milk. I love that. Oh my goodness. And a nozzle. And look, a bag of Tootsie Pops. Oh my gosh. Gotta open those up. So, what flavors? Okay, so we only have chocolate and raspberry in there. I was hoping for a grape, but that's okay. But that's awesome. Okay, I got the one I was really wanting. So I'm already happy. But let's see what the next one is. Okay, here's the last one. So I did get one double, so I'm not going to do that one. So, okay. And apparently it's a Pez dispenser. How many of these do we have? 1, 2, oh, 3 different ones. All right, that's kind of cool. And then we have, oh, we've got to make the Pez things. That might be a little tedious. Especially if we're supposed to wrap the Pez things. I'm not sure how much wrapping I'm going to want to do. But we'll see. And we have tongs. All right. And then, let's see, in here, this is going to be the, oh, so we could make it glittery. And it's already glittery. Yeah, okay, so we have yellow and pink, and I'm not going to handle it too much. I don't like getting my handle glittery. And then in here should be the, okay, so we have a nozzle, and the resin. Okay, Pez. Okay, well, we got everything open. Now let's make the stuff. Woo!
sand, we heard an eerie, supernatural band. Four zombies played a sinister tune as the vampires danced beneath the moon.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore. In the Halloween scene, you never know what's in store.
Ha ha ha! The werewolves howled a crazy song, while in the sea the spirits swayed along. The night grew late, the stars shone bright. We surfed till dawn, till first daylight. With crashing waves upon this dark playground, this Halloween scene was the best around.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore.
Sandy
In the
shore.
Halloween scene, you never know what's in store.
Hit it, Nico! the sand, we heard an eerie supernatural band. Four zombies played a sinister tune as the vampires danced beneath the moon.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore. In the Halloween scene, you never know what's in store.
Ha ha ha! The werewolves howled a crazy song, while in the sea the spirits swayed along. The night grew late, the stars shone bright. We surfed till dawn, till first daylight. With crashing waves upon this dark playground, this Halloween scene was the best around.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore.
Sandy
In the Halloween scene, you never know what's in store.
Hit it, Nico! Play that guitar! Jack-o'-lanterns lit up the night, while this monster mashup had no end in sight. A skeleton drummer slayed every note. We saw a goblin surfing, clearly the goat. Vampires were twisting to the funky beat in the coolest cemetery, shindig on the street.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore. In the Halloween scene, you never know what's in store. It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore.
All right, well, that's the end of this video, and I do thank you for stopping by. Well, we got to make some treats for the candy shop. Now, I'm not going to lie. A couple of these things were fun to put together, and a couple of them, I never intend to do them ever again, period, okay? The Pez dispenser. I only filled up this one here and wrapped up that one there, and I didn't make any of the others because they are a pain in the neck. Okay, I hated making that. I really did. I did not enjoy making that as much as I thought I would. I wanted to kind of change it up a little bit, but I'm not happy with how it came out. I'll be honest on that. Now these were kind of fun. To do the eyeballs, I had to resin the eyes together in the little, before putting them on here. So, but they came out cute. I really liked making this. I made it originally with the whipped cream, the fake whipped cream thing, and I didn't like how it came out, so I took that off and then did, the other whipped cream stuff, and I like it a lot better. This was kind of fun to make. It made me want to go down and get one for myself, but those are fun. And again, I chose to not go with the resin and to use whipped cream instead. I don't know. I just like it better. These, I think, came out cute. I actually really quite like them. Honestly, if I saw that somewhere, I think that looks delicious. I want one. And the bunny drink, well, it's kind of cute too. I like it. So really, the only thing I really didn't like at all was just the stupid Pez thing. I mean it. If I was to open another one and get more of those, I'm not. There's nothing in there I even want to save. They're tedious, extremely tedious. Now, someone else might do them and have a good time. And if you're a person who has tried those and liked them, please let me know. That way I can. Because right now I can't really envision someone enjoying making them. Sorry, but anyway. Of course, I'm older, my fingers get sore, it's a little hard to do the little small details, and these really require a lot of fiddly attention, so it just wasn't my bag. But I do like these series. It it was fun doing, yet another year of Halloween stuff. So, of course, I got out Halloween things from other years because, well, Halloween's fun. Not gonna lie, right? And I really do like this new series though for the candy stuff because it's nostalgia there. It just I can remember, the owl and the how many licks to get to the center type of thing. I mean, this is just, and this I love these drinks. I love ices. I absolutely. So if I get more, I'll probably make more in other colors. So yeah, so some things I love doing and other things not so much. But these were the most fun. I like to make the drinks, go figure, and whipped creamy things. Okay, so I guess I'm kind of predictable. So anyway though, if you like this video, please hit like. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much for being a subscriber. And if you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? I have a subscribe button. It's red. It's on this side. And all you have to do is boop, and then you're a subscriber. And if you're watching this on a TV, it should be somewhere up in here. And once again, it's subscribe. And my subscribers are the best people in the whole wide world. I can't help it. It just happens to be true. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of things. If you take the time to comment, I will take the time to answer. And sharing is caring. I'm sure there's people out there curious about these things. So go ahead and share this video so people can see what they're like. And in some cases, how not to make them, which is fine. I'm not going to ask questions. And on that note, though, I'm going to let you go. And no matter what time of day it is, whether it's morning, noon, or night, I do hope it's fantastic because you deserve fantastic things. And I'm out of here, so goodbye.